What's up, guys? So I came in here the other day in my garage. It now has electricity harnessed by the sun. Well, harnessed by a battery that is powered by the power of the sun, I guess. But yeah, more on that later. So I came in here the other day, and well, here, let me just show you. My freaking taillight must have broke. Like, there's a broken tab here. Let me see if I can get in there. There's a broken tab, and then this bolt's missing, or that one's still there, and the reflective strip came off. I don't know what happened. Must have hit a bump on my way home, and well, now the thing's just freaking dangling there. I think it pisses me off a little bit. Must have flipped up and scratched the fender some, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So, of course, got something here delivered as quick as I could. We're gonna throw that on. Let me go show you what I got. All right, so of course, woo, you guys went for a jump there. So of course, I got something here as quick as I could. Replace that light. Basically ordered the same light off of Amazon, but this one doesn't have integrated turn signals in it like that one does, but they weren't even hooked up anyway, so basically all we should have to do here is take off my old fender and replace it with this guy, replace the light with this guy. Should have everything all set up, just gotta pull the fender off, which I guess I'll show you that. So basically, just gotta take this whole mess off. So I'll pop this off, passenger seat off, my seat off, and we'll go from there. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Maybe it's not straightforward for some of you, but pop your fender off. This is the fender strut here. This is actually cover on top of it. The fender strut only runs to about halfway back here on most bikes. I mean, soft tail slims might be a little bit longer, but it also doesn't have a cover on it. But soft tail deluxe, fat boy, everything in between will have a cover on it. But to pop the whole fender off, basically just need to pop these two sides are loose. Might be tough to see for you guys on camera, but I relocated my foot pegs up here. One, because I had a crazy upswept exhaust at some point, and then two, because I put that little kidney toolbox on the other side. So I can show you that a little bit more depth if you guys want to see what I did for that. But for now, let's just go ahead and pop these fender strut bolts out. Now it's going to be a T45 Torx bit, and you can just use any old one unless you did this, and I'll show you why with that. Obviously should have these a little tighter. Add that to my bolt checklist. So this passenger foot peg usually located down here. And if you have your factory exhaust or a different exhaust that runs through here, there's usually some extension that sticks your peg out through the exhaust or lifts it over top of the exhaust. Now this would clear this exhaust, but I had some crazy upswept other exhaust. So I added a step to taking my fender struts off. So this has the bolt through there. Basically just cut these down. I gotta get it so I can get this snap ring. Now, if you're like me, and probably most of America, you don't have snap rings that probably fit this small. So you just keep your thumb on top and you spread it open with a screwdriver and it's out of there. It's sometimes easier to not have the right tools, I don't know. But if you got snap ring pliers that small, good for you. Now, make sure you don't lose your little tension spring on there. I'll actually adjust this later with a set of pliers. These have been a little floppy on me, so I'm going to make that more of a spring. Now, the thing about this is, not all Torx bits will fit in there, and for some reason I have just one that just gets in there just far enough to grab a hold of that bolt and loosen her up. Alright, and that's that. So basically this was just a lot longer and located down here, which would work, but I think that looks more chopper-esque too. And it's not too uncomfortable, it just, you know, shortens that time you can have a passenger on the back before stopping. So, just gonna flip around, do the other side, pop this thing off, and show you it on the table. So, this or may not be a pain in the ass. This bolt is stuck behind this guy, so I gotta open this guy up. I think I just have a set of glasses in there. And let's see what's going on. Alright, so basically just gotta loosen probably this screw up top, swing it down out of the way, and be ready to roll on that. So I'll have to find that, but now at least I can pop this off. So, fender's pretty much ready to come off. These are all loose. This thing will come right off now. But before I just start pulling it off, I did make a harness last year for this. If I can, you know, 2 hands is optimal for this job. Hold on 1 second. Promise I'll be right back. Alright, so got that disconnected. Get that from holding the excess on there. Put that back in the side that it belongs in, right there. Alright, so this is ready to come off. Thing I forgot was apparently I had to extend some wires, so get to redo that, I guess. Well, put down this piece of cardboard so I don't scratch up the fender, but yeah, it's ready to come off. A little bit of tire in there, I'd say, but let's get to it. So they put this little protective sleeve inside here for the wire to fit through, which is great because obviously the tire would rub on it. I guess that's what this stuff is. I don't know why that's in there, but oh well. So to get it out, I guess I gotta try to cut these wires and pull the taillight out. So let's do that. So I figured since I have the fender off and it came with a new one anyway, so might as well replace like the bucket that it comes in, or for the taillight. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull it through anyways. We got to find out what we're connected to. But anyways, put this thing back in here. There's 2 channels on the inside of the fender. I guess it'll be easier to start this from the bottom and swing in. And then there's just 2 bolt holes to line up. well, 4, but I only have 3 apparently. So let's put these guys back in here. So fender and switch is off. I'm just finding out my wires that I'm putting together, because of course these lights don't match regular wiring, and Sawtail Slim's kind of weird anyways. So lights on, brake light works, tag lights on, brake light works. Now if you have a multimeter, you probably figure this out in an easier way, but otherwise I just took my best guess, knowing how I wire things, to the colors that there would probably be. And well, I figured it out. But I don't recommend everybody does it that way. So now I'm going to throw it back together, throw the fender back on, and that'll be it. Alright, I just wanted to say, I wish I could roll no fender. Bam! But the taillight's in, just got to drop her on and tighten her back up, and we're all set to ride again.